Backhouse, you psyched?
No. Why? Why would I be?
Today's guest, to boldly go where no man has gone before?
Ew, what is that? That kind of sounds familiar in a geeky kind of way. What is that?
When you see today's guest, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Who? John Picard?
Yeah, captain of the Enterprise.
Hi, I'm Sarah Backhouse and welcome to G Living's Room 101. Today we'll be joined by John Picard, architect, entrepreneur, environmental specialist and sustainability expert. Thanks for joining us, John.
My pleasure.
He's on a mission to make the world green, and was there anything that drove you in that direction?
It's not just saving the planet, it's this next new economy. And the next economy is a natural systems economy. Up until now, it's been a world dominated by male design programs of risk, fear, and liability. The whole world's built on low bids, and it's built on a profit center that makes a lot of people a lot of money. And the next economy, the next industrial revolution, the gain is going to go to the company that mimics nature, because in nature there's no waste. They'll be the most profitable companies. So the bottom line of green in the next 100 years is black. It is all about bank. It is all about new taxes, new incentives, new enterprise zones, a carbon economy, premium economies. You hear sustainability and you hear green, guess where the game already is? It's beyond that. It's regenerative design. It's restorative patterns. We have everything we need to create a restorative economy. The important part of that is that the same thing that fuels what has brought us all these problems is going to fuel the solution. So if I'm in talking to a big developer, the biggest developers in the world, and they're like, we want to go green, we want to be sustainable, I said, don't bother. You've got to go right into restoring the planet. You've got to build buildings that give back more than they take. And they're like, can we do it? And yes.
Let's talk about Interface. It was a petrochemical industrial business, and you transformed that into something very sustainable. Can you give us a brief history of that?
I had a project called the Energy Resource Center. I had to build a building in Downey for the gas company that reflected energy technologies, and so I went out looking for partners. So when we came to getting carpet, I just read Paul Hawken's book, The Ecology of Commerce, and it said you shouldn't own your Sony television. Sony should, and when you're done with it, you turn it back in and they make a new TV from the old TV. So I showed up at Interface's doorstep and said, you guys don't get it. You don't want to sell me the carpet. You want to loan it to me. Then you want to come back and shave the face fiber off and make new carpet from the old. A year later, it happened. Interface is now the first name in industrial ecology. Walmart takes their cues from Interface. GE takes their cues from Interface. The board want to sit down and reinvent their organizing principles around a natural systems economy. And that will sustain the next recession, the next war, the next tsunami, because it isn't about a survival pattern. It's based on evolving. It's based on adapting. The marketplace is shifting to a place where people really start to wonder, this is what your company makes, but what do you stand for? What's in the future for my kids and their kids? Is your product taking away from my family's future? And if it is, I'm going to find a company that it's not. There'll be more and more companies doing this. That's the point. Companies need to be much, much more responsible for what they make, and particularly what it takes to make them.
Well, that includes our interview with John Picard. I hope you found that entertaining. It certainly enlightened me. John will be back in a few weeks to discuss India and China and the impact they will make on the global environment. So be sure to tune back in for that one here at Room 101 on G Living.